GMAT challenge number 27. If k squared equals m squared, which of the following must be true? Feel free to pause this video at this point and attempt the problem on your own. Now let's review my solution to this problem. For this problem, the key is actually knowing how to simplify the given equation. Let's start with something more concrete. Let's say if I have 2 squared, and if I'm gonna take a square root of 2 squared, what would it be? Well, apparently if we just calculate square root of 4, because that's what 2 squared is, then you get 2. Okay? So let's look at another expression. Square root of 3 squared. Apparently that's square root of 9, so it's 3. At this point, you might guess if I have square root of k squared, it might be simplified to k, because that's what we have, right? Square root of 2 squared is 2, square root of 3 squared is 3, so you might guess square root of k squared is k, and if that's the case, the answer could be A, right? K equals m. But let's see, if I give you another expression such as this. Negative 2 squared, and then take a square root. What would it be? So let's do the same thing as before. We calculate what's underneath the square root first. Negative 2 squared is simply 4, and square root of 4 we already know it's 2. And this time you notice something different. Square root of negative 2 squared is not equal to negative 2. It's actually equal to 2. So this expression that we have over here is actually not always valid. You have to look at the number itself. Is k negative or positive? That actually will make a difference. So same thing with if I put negative 3 squared over here and you take a square root. If you calculate, it's square root of 9, which is 3. Again, square root of negative 3 squared is not equal to negative 3. So that verifies our observation that this equation that I circled over here is not valid. What could be an actual expression that will actually work? So if you look at the answer choices, you notice there's some expression that has absolute values. That's actually a correct way of writing what square root of k squared is. It's actually absolute value of k. Without knowing whether k is positive or negative, and you want to take a square root of k squared, the safest way of writing a solution will be absolute value of k. If we use this formula or this equation to simplify the given equation, k squared equals m squared, and then we're gonna take a square root on both sides, and we're gonna have absolute value of k on the left equals absolute value of m on the right. So that's actually our answer. So the answer is E. The answer is E. Alright, that's it for today's challenge. I will see you next time. Bye bye.